People look, here's the thing. People like free stuff to do with their kids, so you bring your kids, they could do Pop-A-Shot. I met, I haven't met him before, but I got to talk to him a little bit yesterday. I got to meet the legend Crazy Andy yesterday, and they had a Heat garage sale, so you could get some really nice Heat merch for a super discount. Like I bought a couple shirts for $20 yesterday, and like the really nice like court culture stuff. I got my son a shirt, so that was cool too. They had Pop-A-Shots out there. You could go take shoot baskets on the court.
You see Lorenzo?
Yeah,
Lorenzo.
They had a whole thing out.
He's like, "Hey, I can take you out in Pop-A-Shot." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a jump shot for you."
You always go to height, man. You always go to height.
He's just
bro.
a bastard. He is. He's just
always go to height, bro.
-1 for sass. For sass.
You know why? But can I tell you why I give him a hard time? Because I was at a Publix in Coral Springs, and I saw Lorenzo, and I ran up to his car and was waving, right? And he pulled off and took off like I was gonna mug him. So I was like, "Hey, man." So the next time I saw him, he goes, "Oh man, I didn't know that was you."
The thing that was fun yesterday also, they had Keyshawn Johnson was there, and he brought the trophy. Like I had never seen one of those slam dunk trophies up close. That thing was cool looking. I don't know if it's as cool as the old one, but it's still like it's got like the gold ball inside, like this giant. I was like, dang,
it's the most important event on All-Star Weekend. Now the 3-point contest.
I think the reason why is because they get the stars. Like everybody wants to do it. People dig the 3-point contest. If they could go back to getting like the top tier players, even though Kishot is one of the best dunkers in the league, he's really good at it. But yeah, it's like they have trouble. Like, remember when Jaylen Brown did it? It was terrible. He was not, right. And he was like, "Oh, thought I was doing everybody a favor." It's like, yeah, but you jumped over a 4-foot streamer. Like nobody cared. Jaime jumped over Shaq.
Right. Which is like, again, it kind of caught us all off guard by this athleticism, right?
Yeah.
We're like,
sneaky athletic.
Yeah, but
tangibles.
We've seen them all.
They've done them all.
That's the thing. I think the best dunk contest we've seen recently was Gordon and
Levine.
What's the name from that went from Chicago? Is he
Zach
in
Levine?
Zach Levine was really good. And
Zach
then
Levine.
Gordon,
that one was
Gordon versus
like
Gordon versus
that's the only time I thought they could have had co-champions.
Gordon versus Derrick Jones Jr. was really good too.
Yeah.
Where everybody thought Dwayne Wade fixed it, which he did not, because Aaron Gordon teabagged Taco Fall, so you got to clear him. It's a noble attempt. It's Taco Fall, but you can't teabag him, and then all of a sudden you get to you think you're gonna get a 10. That's just not how it works.
Hey, that's why if you're jumping over somebody, they always tell you to face forward.
You can't teabag a taco, bro.
You can't. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm turning my back. Jump over me. I ain't facing you, and you ain't got no hops, and I just end up just
an invitation to the Frank stand.
A bad me.
No, you were you were invited to the Frank stand.
Yeah, yep. Hey, pork and beans. Like,
nah, I don't want no invitation to the Frank stand.
Hey, I'm more than sure that Taco Fall was like, "Oh, really?
Too much.
You want me to take a knee? Because I ain't really about having."
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
1-1. That one crushed out to right and deep. Reyes looking up, and it's gone. Serious pop. That's cleanup man X to you.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
Call down, I'm pissed off, I'm ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Strong.
Nice job, Dan. Welcome. We are live from Lone Depot Park here in Miami on what is a humid and sticky 87-degree Wednesday morning. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. Roof and the walls are shut and secure. AC is on, and we are on AM 560 WQAM.
You know, a franchise record is a big deal.
Game 81 of 162. That's right. It's the halfway point of the 2026 season. The Marlins go for their fifth straight home series win this afternoon after celebrating a milestone moment for Sandy Alcantara. Sandy is now the all-time franchise leader in strikeouts in Marlins history, and you can only hope and pray that the guy returning to the mound can follow in the footsteps of Alcantara one day. Sandy's prodigy, Eury Perez, he is back on the bump after missing almost a month with a gracilis injury. Skip Schumacher for the Texas Rangers will send two-time Cy Young Award winner Jacob deGrom to the hill for the Rangers in this rubber match on this Wednesday afternoon. We are pumped to bring you Game 3 of this three-game set between your 41-39 Miami Marlins and the 38-41 Texas Rangers. We will get going on this Wednesday at 12:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Wednesday morning with Jack McMullen and AJ Ramos. I'm Steven Strom. Get your mate, get your coffee, get your tea, whatever it may be. We are so happy that you chose us on this Wednesday. We will talk about Sandy Alcantara's milestone moment. We'll get Clayton on Eury today, some expectations, the domino effect that will follow. We'll get you at the count with Perez and deGrom. Jack will jump in for segment 4. X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. We all were anticipating Sandy breaking this moment yesterday, and we actually talked to Ricky Nolasco, who held the previous record. It was this huge buildup, but it didn't get off to the start that I think any of us anticipated. Sandy didn't collect his first strikeout until the third inning, so it got dicey. It took the seventh inning at 3 strikeouts, but here is how it sounded, the record breaker on Marlins Radio.
1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Answer is yes. The franchise record belongs to El Caballo. 1,002. Sandy Alcantara is the new Marlins franchise record holder for strikeouts in a career.
So as we mentioned, he did not record his first strikeout till the third inning. So Sandy, were you thinking about the strikeouts the entire game?
Yeah, since the first inning I was focused on get 4 more strikeouts, so it took me long in the game to do it, and finally I did it. Very happy the way that the manager believed in myself, and great job about the fans for always support me and myself, the teammate, the team, so, and hopefully they gotta came to the game, so because we need them, they know that we wanna do like great job this year, so, and as a team playing together and very hard, I think I wanna make the playoff this year.
I mean, I love the end about the playoffs, but just think about it. Sometimes in these moments, folks, where you're trying to chase history, the game is secondary. Everything went really well for the Marlins, right? You got the win. You got Sandy working into the 7th inning. And everyone in the building knew at that point coming out for the 7th what he was chasing. Sometimes sports doesn't allow you to have that moment. Sandy got that moment with a win, and he's talking about the playoffs. It was all fun on Tuesday night. But Sandy, could you believe when you were playing as a little kid that you would ever become the franchise leader in any category for the Miami Marlins?
Never. So as a young kid from the Dominican Republic, I started playing baseball when I was 5 years old. So I play baseball for fun, but after, I realized that I can do a better life to my family if I, keep getting better, day by day, year by year. So get opportunity to sign as a 16 years old in 2012, so now being in the big leagues, especially in this organization, so it's always great to me to come here, and watch the logo out there, so I'm very proud of the way this organization believe myself, and they trust me, I trust them, so year that we have like up and down, but we gotta keep trust the process, so and I'm here now, being a franchise leader is always great for me, and I feel blessed all the time.
Congratulations again to Sandy Alcantara. He is third all-time in the franchise in wins. He's second in innings. He will break that as long as he remains healthy. Number 1 in strikeouts now. Number 3 in franchise history and complete games and in shutouts. Again, all the best to Sandy Alcantara. What a cool moment that he got to experience here in the 305. We will break. His prodigy, Eury Perez, he returns. Let's hear from Clayton. He will be on the other side playing baseball at 12:10. Marlins looking to win a series yet again on the Marlins Radio Network.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Visit Mikasuki Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Mikasuki Casino and Resort online at mikasuki.com.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
Welcome back here to Marlins on Deck. We are live from Lone Depot Park here playing baseball at 12:10. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, AJ Ramos. It is great to have you aboard here, and it is great to get Eury Perez back on the bump today. He has returned from rehab and was reinstated off the 15-day IL. Eury was injured in between innings during his last outing on May 27th in Toronto. It caused him to miss the last 3.5 weeks on the IL, but he is back and starting for Clayton McCullough. And here was Clayton earlier today on getting his young 23-year-old right-hander back.
Excited for Eury to get back because, felt like those, last couple of starts, he was starting to get it rolling, filling it up much more effectively, the aggressiveness, getting ahead of people. Kind of an unfortunate timing because felt like while how inconsistent the early part of the year had been, that he had, got himself in a bit of a groove and was throwing the ball very well. So, hope is that he can pick up where he left off. He'll still have a handful of starts here before the All-Star break, and we're excited to have him back in the rotation.
Yeah, Eury, the last 2 starts before he hit the IL against the Mets in Toronto, a combined 10 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run. But the big thing for me, at least, 14 punch-outs to 0 walks. With Eury coming back, it means there's a domino effect. What's next, Clayton McCullough, for this starting rotation?
Timing of this, having, Eury at a point where we felt like, number one, more like Eury being healthy. That was the most important thing, that he could come up here and go pitch in a major league game. And as far as the other days in the rotation, I think we'll look at opponent. Do we want to use an opener? Do we want to think more bulk for, individuals. I think we'll keep everything on the table, and we think gives us the best chance on that particular day to win. I think that's how we'll keep looking at this as we move forward.
So Max Meyer is going to start that first game in St. Louis on that Friday night. The next turn in the rotation would be Ryan Gusto. So there was really no answer from Clayton there on what is going to be the case on that Saturday, but it feels like they're just going to take it day by day. If they want to go bullpen, they'll go bullpen. The one thing I am assuming is that Tyler Phillips will remain in the starting rotation. But again, there's been no real commitment towards it, obviously, after just hearing Clayton on the domino effect. We will break. We'll get you out of the count. Jacob deGrom and Eury Perez. It was a wild, wild day for Jacob deGrom in his last outing. Somehow, some way, he earned a win after giving up 6 runs. We'll hear from deGrom, and we'll talk about keys to Eury Perez's return on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans' disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, very good morning. It is still 11:43 a.m., and you have really gotten off to the right foot if you're tuning into Marlins on Deck here on AM 560 WQAM. Dan Day back in the studio. Steven Strom here. Hello, Jack and AJ have your call at 12:10. Marlins looking to win their 5th straight home series before we head out. I got my bag packed for about 3 years. We're going to play 3 in St. Louis, 4 in Colorado, and 3 in Sacramento. Thank goodness the All-Star break is just on the horizon. Let's get to our starting pitchers this afternoon. You know that they're brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home in the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. We'll get you out of the count, which is also brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Jacob deGrom, 38-year-old, 2-time Cy Young Award winner in Season 4 with Texas, will make his 16th start of the season. He's 6-4 with a 3.59 ERA, 82 2/3 innings pitched, 98 punch-outs to 18 walks. We've talked about Jacob deGrom with the Mets and not getting run support. He got it on Friday with the Texas Rangers. He earned the win on Friday against San Diego, allowed 6 runs on 6 hits over 6 frames, all 5 runs in the first inning. What was the mental roller coaster for you, Jacob deGrom?
I said I did a terrible job in the first, and the goal was to just go as many innings as I could. I don't know what I threw, 30-something pitches in the first inning. So the goal was to try to get through. I wanted to get through 6, and we walked, and I looked over at Skip, and I saw him, they change out the wristband things, and I was like, I'm good. And then he came out and goes, you want it? And I said, yeah. So I wanted to get through that inning and then, give the bullpen clean innings from there on out.
Again, 6 runs given up for DeGrom, but he earns the win on Friday against the Padres. DeGrom is having an awesome year outside of a couple of blimps on the radar. Second in strikeouts per 9 with 10. He's striking guys out at a 29% K rate. He is 10-9 career-wise against Miami. Remember, he spent 9 seasons with the New York Mets. He's 10-9 with a 2.91 ERA in 27 career starts. How do you have a 2.91 ERA and you only win 10 games in 27 career starts? It's mind-boggling to me. He has a career ERA of 2.62 in general in 264 career starts. The golden question, is Jacob DeGrom a Hall of Famer? I'm very glad I don't have to vote on that. 4-seamer, slider, changeup, and a curveball. That's what it'll feature. Slider opponents written 158, curveball 250, and the changeup at 190. Jacob DeGrom will go opposite Eury Perez, 23-year-old right-hander who was reinstated from the 15-day IL. He is ready to make his 13th start of the season and first since May 27th. Eury's 3-6 with a 4.6 ERA, 62 2/3 innings pitched. But the last 2 folks against the Mets and Toronto, he's combined for 10 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, 14 strikeouts to just 0 free passes. He had that strain right gracilis while warming up or stretching in the dugout between innings. That's what put him on the shelf. Eury made just 1 rehab start in AAA Jacksonville last Thursday. He went 3 2/3, 51 pitches. We asked Clayton yesterday, what can we expect from a pitch count standpoint? A little bit more than he did against with AAA Jacksonville, and a little bit less than what he's been doing throughout the season. Eury made 1 career start against Texas last year. He went 4 shutout. Big thing for Eury today, he is in the friendly confines of Lone Depot Park. He's got a 2.71 ERA right here at the Depot. And away from here, he's got a 5.13. So we'll see if Eury can square off against Jacob DeGrom and outperform him. We will break. We got Jack McMullen on the other side. We're talking Owen Casey and how he is just crushing off-speed pitches. And we'll also get a rejoin from Sandy, who, again, set the all-time franchise record for strikeouts in a career. We are back in 2 minutes on the other side on the Marlins Radio Network.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea, and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Hey, it's Joe Rose and Hollywood. Catch us weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WQAM. We've got Marlins news and everything else going on in South Florida sports, including the Canes, Heat, Panthers, and the Dolphins. Spend your mornings with us right here on the home of the Marlins, FM 104.3 WQAM, and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
And of course, Joe, they can always catch all of our interviews that we do on the show on our website at WQAM.com.
Remember enjoying those iconic red, white, and blue freezer pops in the summer? Now imagine that flavor reinvented as an energy shot. Introducing the Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shot, a flavor explosion of sweet cherry, zesty lime, and electric blue raspberry that all come blasting together for a seriously refreshing shot. Ignite your taste buds with the flavor of the summer. Get a Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shot today. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Answer is yes. The franchise record belongs to El Caballo. 1,002. Sandy Alcantara is the new Marlins franchise record holder for strikeouts in a career.
Great night for Sandy. It's been nice. We've had a few champagne toasts in his recognition and honor here recently, and hope we have many more. I've had a short time here as a Marlin, have certainly respected and appreciated Sandy's body of work, from afar. And we won as a team, but I think more importantly, should be all about Sandy, and tip of the cap to him.
As a young kid from the Dominican Republic, started playing baseball when I was 5 years old, so I play baseball for fun, but after, I realized that I can do a better life to my family if I, keep getting better, day by day, year by year. Being a franchise leader is always great for me, and I feel blessed all the time.
Congratulations again to Sandy Alcantara, who is now the all-time franchise leader for punch-outs. Jack McMullen, Steven Strom, as we welcome you back here. Jack, I remember my first day was opening day with the Marlins in 2023, and Sandy was the first person that I saw when I walked inside that clubhouse, and I was starstruck, and I want to know if you had any sort of moment covering Sandy or just that captures what he means to this franchise.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, last year was a bit of a line change, right? You had an entirely new coaching staff. You had so many new members of the front office. And, I kind of view myself as near the bottom of that totem pole in terms of people that Sandy should know. I guess facial recognition wise, it's like, oh, the radio guy, why would I concern myself there? Because, he's going to have the least probably bearing on my career. I wouldn't fault him at all. But one of the first days in spring training, he comes back up and he says, hey, how you doing? He made an active effort to welcome me back the second time I met him, not just the first time that I met him. And that got us off to the right foot. It's just so darn cool to know that guy cares about literally everybody within the organization and the way that he treats the clubhouse attendants, the way that he treats security, the way that he treats everybody, and the things that he does that nobody talks about and nobody sees is just really cool. We learned about the crumble cookies, but there are a billion other things that Sandy does in that clubhouse. He is a quiet leader, and it's really cool to watch a quiet leader operate.
And we saw Sandy last year. I think what makes this a little bit more emotional, at least listening to some of those sound bites, is we saw the worst version of Sandy Alcantara in his career, Jack, last year, where there were moments where you didn't know if he was going to give up less than 6 runs. That's how bad it got for Sandy. But there was no question that he was going to turn a corner, and the fact that he came from what happened in 25, the way he ended 25, started 26, and he's had some bumps, man, but for the most part, 5 straight quality starts, I think it is. It's so cool to see Sandy at this age be able to respond, and it's a new version that we've seen this year.
Yeah, 100%, man. And it just seems like Sandy is going start by start right now, and he's taking the positive and he's building on the positive. And when a negative happens, like at the end of May in Toronto, he can flush that very, very quickly. And I think that's so important for a guy like Sandy, where last year it felt like a bad start might have been carrying into the next start, and then a bad start became a bad start. I just feel
separated them.
Yeah, it just seems like he's looking at each start in a vacuum, but when he does have positives that he can take away, he can kind of push forward from that, if that makes any sense. Okay, I had a good start. I did this well. I can do this again next time out. So really cool to see how Sandy has gone about his business this year, as opposed to when things were spiraling at points last year, especially pre-All-Star break.
Congratulations again, Sandy Alcantara. Okay, yesterday, Owen Casey offensively, we got some home runs, but I want to talk about Case here. 4 home runs, 14 RBIs in the month of June, okay? His 9 home runs on the year is second on this team. But he's batting 191, Jack McMullen, in the month of June. I think this is the test case for his profile, and I will pose the question to you. Has it been a successful month for Owen Casey?
Yes. Has it been as successful as it could possibly be? No. You would like to see some singles sprinkled in there, but I am a firm supporter of us prioritizing OPS over batting average with guys like Owen Casey. I just really don't think batting average tells the story. Kyle Schwarber, I'm sure you remember the theatrical shot on SNY of him next to his 197 batting average when he had 35 or 40 homers for the Phillies a couple years ago. 197 doesn't encapsulate Kyle Schwarber's value. Come on. He was a 40-homer guy. Owen Casey, batting average is never going to do him justice. It'll do guys like Otto and X justice, but it would just never do a guy like Casey or Stowers justice. When we talk about Stowers' all-star year last year, we don't really talk about him hitting 270, right? We talk about the 25 homers. We talk about the near 90
it was 285.
Yeah, right. I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't know. Who cares?
It's 25 dingers.
We're talking about the 900 OPS. Stowers last
100%.
year, he was a 900 OPS guy. So I think Casey, Stowers, Burt, guys like that in this lineup, Conine when he gets going as well, those are guys that are not really, I think, best embodied by batting average. I just think you got to look at OPS, and Casey's had himself a heck of a month.
Let me keep you for one more thing. I'm not even going to ask questions, just some dialogue here. I think when Peter Bendix envisioned Owen Casey, this is kind of like how it looked, because batting average, like you said, it's awesome. Like if you hit 330, it's awesome. But if you're just single, that doesn't create wins. Like what Owen Casey has done this year, yesterday, he created a win for the Marlins. Like there's other pieces to the story, but the 3-run home run, that wins the game. So you rather have a guy go 1 for 4 with a home run every other, 5-6 days and win you games? Or would you rather have a bunch of singles that you need other people around you to bring in? That's just not the role that he has on this team.
100%. And I think leverage counts too in this, where Casey was swinging in a 2-1 game and he made it a 5-1 game. So the win probability swing of that legit swing, that concrete swing, was absolutely humongous, and it was the swing of the game. So I really do think that Owen Casey is embodied by the leverage moments and is embodied by WAR and by OPS. I think that's the way you have to look at a guy like Owen Casey, and just win probability, how he swings the course of a game. And yesterday's game was won by Owen Casey.
Very good, Jack McMillan. We just got the validation from Savvy Snail, who just commented, spot on.
They're savvy.
We will break. Expo question, Steve's guarantee. It is next. We'll unpack it on the Marlins Radio Network.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami. Signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475. Hey, Marlins fans, when water, fire, or mold strike, trust the Marlins' number one choice. It's ServPro. From cleanup to construction, they work to make it like it never even happened. Here we go on this still Wednesday morning. Marlins on deck. Dan Day in the studio. Steven Strom here. Hello. AJ Ramos and Jack McMullen have your call. Let's do some housekeeping here because I didn't get to some of the roster moves today. Eury Perez was reinstated and will start today. That means there had to be a move, and it was Dax Fulton who was optioned to AAA Jacksonville. A couple other notes here. Brian Navarretto is going to get his first start of the season here for the Marlins. Joe Mack obviously going to get a night off today, and Liam Hicks on the IL. Couple other things. Sandy Alcantara, we heard from him earlier today. Congratulations to Sandy, the all-time Marlins franchise leader in strikeouts. And we also got a chance to listen to Clayton McCullough today on the potential domino effect of the starting rotation. No commitments on that end. They'll take it day by day, but we know Eury will start this afternoon. Friday, we will see Max Meyer in St. Louis, and Saturday will be TBD. We'll see what they want to do with Ryan Gusto. Let's get to our X poll question today. That is always at Marlins Radio. Sandy Alcantara last night surpassed who for the most wins in Lone Depot Park history? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Well, I think a big part of this afternoon's result will have to fall on the shoulders of if Eury Perez has command. The big problem with Eury coming into the last two starts was command. He has been able to really limit the free passes, hence his 15 punch-outs to 0 walks in his last two starts against Toronto and the New York Mets. Eury, less than 3 walks, and I know that number is high, but he is coming back for the first time. Less than 3 walks for Eury Perez. On the other side, it's going to be tough against Jacob deGrom, but we've got to hit the first pitch. Against first pitches for Jacob deGrom, opponents written 414. Got to be aggressive here. I have 3 first pitch hits for the Miami Marlins here this afternoon. Folks, I hope you got the hits for first pitch because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. AJ Ramos, he is ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami Marlins baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.